In class 9, we have learned that elements can be classified as metals or non-metals on the basis of their properties. First, let us study the physical properties of metals by doing some activities. Metals have metallic lustre. To learn about this physical property, let us perform the following activity. Take samples of iron, copper, aluminium and magnesium. Note the appearance of each sample. Clean the surface of each sample by rubbing it with sandpaper and note its appearance as shown in the figure. On cleaning the surface of the metal with sandpaper, the metals shine. Now metals in their pure state have shining surface. This property is called as metallic lustre. Here you can see the picture of two metals showing metallic lustre. The second physical property of metals are generally hard. Let us perform this activity to find out whether this is true or not. Take small pieces of iron, copper, aluminium and magnesium. Try to cut these metals with a sharp knife. It is difficult to cut them with a knife due to the hardness of the metal. Now, hardness of metal varies from metal to metal. For example, sodium metal is soft and it is easy to cut, as seen in the picture. You can see the picture of a sodium metal which can be easily cut with the help of a knife because it is soft. The third physical property of metals are malleable. Let us perform this activity to find out. Take pieces of iron, zinc, lead and copper. Place any one metal on a block of iron and strike it 4 or 5 times with a hammer. Repeat with the other metals. You will find that some metals can be beaten into thin sheets, like how you can see in the figure. This property is called as malleability. So gold and silver are the most malleable metals. Here you can see how gold and silver metals have been beaten into thin sheets. Let us learn about the fourth physical property of metals, that is, metals are ductile. What does this mean? The ability of metals to be drawn into thin wires is called ductility. Gold is supposed to be the most ductile metal because a wire of about 2 kilometers length can be drawn from 1 gram of gold. It is because of their malleability and ductility that metals can be given different shapes according to our needs. Here you can see the picture of gold and silver wires. Metals are good conductors of heat. Let us perform this simple activity to find out if this physical property, the metals is true or not. Take an aluminium or copper wire, clamp this wire on a stand as shown in the figure. Fix a pin to the free end of the wire using wax. Heat the wire with a spirit lamp near the place where it is clamped. This activity shows that metals are good conductors of heat and have high melting points. The best conductors of heat are silver and copper. Lead and mercury are comparatively poor conductors of heat. The sixth physical property of metals are that they are good conductors of electricity. Let us perform a simple activity to find out if this is true or not. Set up an electric circuit as shown below. Place the metal to be tested in the circuit between terminals A and B. If the bulb glows, the metal is a good conductor of electricity. If the bulb does not glow, the metal is a bad conductor of electricity. The wires that carry current in your homes have a coating of polyvinyl chloride or a rubber-like material to insulate them and prevent us from getting shock, because metals are good conductors of electricity. The seventh physical property of metals is metals are sonorous. What does it mean? The metals that produce a sound on striking a hard surface are said to be sonorous. Hence, school bells and temple bells are made up of metals because they are sonorous.